Clear for liftoff.
Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. It is, for you, most likely Monday, February 16th. For me, it is Sunday, February 15th. I'm recording this show early because as you're watching this, I will probably be on the golf course in Pacific Palisades at Riviera, giving you guys that first boots report, boots on the ground information that you guys know and love so much. So, wanted to get the show done early because obviously I'll be on the course and it's a first look show. So we want to get out ahead, get out some of the ground level information before we get into that nitty gritty boot stuff. So a little scheduling update for you guys. The boot stream will be up tonight if you're watching this on Monday, probably around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, give or take a little bit. I'm not sure about the LA traffic. Hopefully it's about an hour away from where I'm staying. Hopefully I'm not wishing it was an hour away because I'm staying in Thousand Oaks, California, potentially about an hour from Pacific Palisades. Go look at those Pacific Palisades hotel prices and then you'll realize why I'm staying so far out. But nonetheless, we are here. We have 2 days of boots coming up. It's been a great little West Coast run. Phoenix, Pebble, and now Riv before we head back to the East Coast. I'll be honest, I'm ready to go home. I'm tired of staying in hotels and Airbnbs, but nonetheless, I'm happy to deliver you guys the content. And also a massive shout out to the people in the Discord. You guys are special at what you do in terms of winning DFS contests. Like every single day, showdown, week long, you guys are churning out 15K winners, 1K winners, $500 winners. So I just talk. You guys really do a great job taking in the information and making those choices for yourself. And as you guys know, at Ship It, we don't give you the answers. We help you a little bit with the process and anything that you guys are always tagging me and stuff and tagging Tambo. Like it's unreal. Like I genuinely am very happy with the reception that you're giving me and that you guys are giving back to the entire community because it's special stuff. So fly that flag and we'll get to that stuff a little later. First off, obviously, like I said, first look show. Let's talk about the course. Let's talk about what we've known from the Genesis Invitational from Riviera in years back. Obviously, we were not at this tournament. We're not at this course last year. We were at Torrey Pines for the Genesis Invitational because of some fires in LA. So Ludwig is the defending champion. Obviously, he did not win at Riviera. Hideki, I guess, is the pseudo defending champion of this event. The last time it was at Riviera. So we are expecting some rain. Monday, Tuesday, a little bit Wednesday. So disclaimer, it could be a little bit of a light report tomorrow or tonight when you're watching this because it's Monday after Pebble. Not sure how many guys are going to be out there and the weather is looking bleak. Sometimes this happens. Like we go on runs. I remember last year in the majors, the first two majors, it was raining the whole time and like one whole boot stay was canceled. But I feel like I'm pretty strong-willed and smart and get myself around pretty well. But one thing I'll never defeat is the weather or Mother Nature. So maybe I'll try to like Bryson it and live forever and just invent new ways to defeat the weather. But for now, I don't know if that's going to be the case. So like I was saying, it should be a wet week heading up to the tournament, but we're having a dry weekend. It looks like it's going to be okay come Thursday through Sunday. So what my job is to see how the course is going to react to the weather, see how the course is going to react to the rain. And it's been wet in California. So at a golf course where like Riviera that produces winners that correlate to driving distance, when it rains, that's going to amplify that even more, make the course play a little longer, make carry distance more important. So I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what we're going to see. More about the golf course. Every single winner outside of Hideki Matsuyama has been, so golf course / winners. This is from the Twitter thread that will be up when you by the time you're watching this, so go over to my Twitter and get over to that thread. So every single winner since Hideki has been plus 7 yards or greater in terms of driving distance in relation to them winning that year. So Hideki was the only one who lacked driving distance that year. So everyone who's won this event since 2014 was at worst 40th or 50th in driving distance for that year. You not really win here being a short hitter. You gotta be a positional bomber. And quote to the Vincerics dictionary: a positional bomber is longer than average and gains in accuracy. So think the Scotty Schefflers of the world. He's a positional bomber plus, but there's those guys who just are stern, true drivers of the golf ball, the best players in the world, positional bombers. It's kind of it contradicts itself, but it's a real thing that's led to success in our dumb Vincerics brains, that we've developed some terms, and positional bomber is one of them. It's a guy who is long and still hits fairways at a very high rate. So the real separator here is that iron play, though. From 150 to 200 yards is where about 50% of the approaches are going to come this week, and that's well higher than tour average. So this is a mid to long iron contest that's set up by great driving, that's set up by positional bombing. So looking at the last 5 winners of this event, that's Hideki Matsuyama, Jon Rahm, Joaquin Niemann, Max Homa, and Adam Scott. They have spiked in various categories. Coming into in their last 10 starts, they've spiked in total off the tee 5 times, on approach 8 times, around the green 5 times, and putting 6 times. We know about those trends. Approach leads the way. So what that means is you have to have the ability to spike with your irons, gain 5+ strokes with your irons coming into this week. It's not just an event where a weak iron player wins it. The only guy who didn't really spike with their irons coming in was Joaquin Niemann, but he was younger then. He's still young, but that was his breakthrough win. But it's really been showing that the key lead-in stat to the week is approach. So distance plus approach is definitely the formula for the week in terms of guys I'm looking at. And also another big thing that I'm looking at is course history. The recent winners, prior success at Riviera: Hideki, T5, T9. Jon Rahm, T5, T9. Max Homa, T5. Adam Scott, T7, T2, T10, also a win. Joaquin Niemann was the other outlier there. He did not have good course history coming into this week, but all in all, you need to have that strokes in California, that Riviera course history. It is real for sure. Even Colin Morikawa this past week at Pebble had a win in California coming in. So it is real. Strokes in California is definitely real. And I will do more of a boot / Pebble recap, what I saw, what went right, what went wrong in that boot show, the premium show. So definitely get over there, get to the site, and I'm going to talk about the code later, but get to the site and you're going to want to see the premium show. It is good stuff for sure. Let me get this code off because I just screwed my flow up. So what we're looking for, all in all, above average distance, 150 to 200 iron play, demonstrated spike approach upside coming in, good California history / good results here, and that weather. It's going to make it softer, so it's going to amplify that driving distance even more. Nonetheless, it's going to be a fun week in California. I'm getting out of California Tuesday night, so that's why I'm doing the boot show tomorrow. And it could be, I'll give you fair warning, it could be a show of me asking you guys questions in terms of what I need to see on Tuesday, because usually I do boots Tuesday, Wednesday, rather than Monday, Tuesday. So there could be few guys out there. It could be just me asking you guys a ton of questions. What do you want to see? Who do you want to see? Who do you need me to see on Tuesday before I fly out? So I'm flying out late Tuesday night. It's, I think, a 10 p.m. flight, so I'll be able to be at Riviera all day Tuesday, as much as possible Monday, pending weather. So like I said, tomorrow could be a shorter stream, but I will go into what I saw on the course that day, talk through my model there, and yeah, just answer your questions. So let's get into the rest of the stream for the first look show, talk some weather, talk some stuff. The weather, like I said, look at this, what I said on Monday. I'll go the 1 hour forecast. Monday does not look great for me, guys. I'm going to be wet, and I there's a world where guys are not practicing. So I'll do what I can. I'll give you guys what I can. but it could be a show of me asking you guys questions and asking you, who do you want me to see on Tuesday? Because Tuesday looks really not perfect, but much better. Gusty but perfect boots weather. 55 degrees. I'll be walking. I'll be sweating. This will be fine. And then the rain comes back on Wednesday morning, or Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So what I said is it's going to rain early week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then it looks fairly dry, late showers on Thursday. I do not expect this course to be super, super firm come the weekend. I expect it to be pretty soft, but they're going to do what they can to firm it up. But I don't think with all the weather, they're going to be able to firm it up too much. Looking at the recent winning scores, take Ludwig out, 17, 17, 19, 12, and 11. And I think this year it will be closer to the 17, 17 range because of the weather. It's obviously always easy to score when it's softer conditions. So I think it's going to be closer to the 17 to 20 range for sure. I'm going to talk more contest selection and DFS board in the betting show, in the boot show tomorrow, because obviously I'm recording this on Sunday night. There is nothing up yet. No pricing is not even out. There's no contest up, but we can talk through some of the betting board right now. We could talk through some golfers that I want to take a look at. Obviously, Scotty Scheffler leads the way. Rory McIlroy, I think, has already gotten bet down. I saw him open at a little bit of a longer number. Xander finds his way back towards this third guy in, and then Tommy 22-1 off of a great week at Pebble Beach. Finished T4. We had him outright at, I think, 27-1, and he gave us a nice little sweat this week. But I mean, what am I going to say? He's Tommy Fleetwood. He's all green Xander in his first week back on tour, and this is a very intriguing and enticing stat profile for the week. He had a rough approach round on Thursday, and then really rode the ship and had a nice all-around performance. Just steady golf. It was like 67, 68, 67, like just smooth, nothing flashy, nothing horrible. He was a few putts away from winning that golf tournament this week. And at Riviera, let's see what he's done. He has a T10 here in his career, which I guess checks that box of T10 or better, but nothing really insane. But one thing I will say is, he didn't have anything insane at Pebble coming into the week. I think this was his best Pebble finish of his career. So Tommy Fleetwood is really finding his game not that he hasn't found his game, but he's becoming more confident and comfortable, knows he could do it. I like Tommy again this week around 22-1. Another guy that I want to look at down the odds board a little bit, he's 30-1 here. That's Viktor Hovland. Viktor Hovland, a rough off the tee week at Pebble, a rough off the tee week at Scottsdale. We saw him grinding the driver on the range, but we know he could turn it on in a second. Viktor Hovland, in terms of driving the ball at Riviera, has been really solid. He has, in 4 trips here, never lost strokes off the tee. The around the green game is probably a problem at Riviera for Viktor because it's not easy around the green stuff here. But he's kind of figured out that around the green game. This week was rough, but I don't hate this profile coming in. I don't think people are going to absolutely clamor to go to Viktor. So I like to give him a look around this 30-1 number. Going down the board a little bit, like we see Sam Burns back up in the mix. Colin gets that massive jump from being in like 50, 70 last week. Ludwig to 35. I think you can find a better number than that. Matt Fitzpatrick is a really interesting golfer too that I want to touch on tomorrow and see this week because he's done nothing but stripe the ball. I definitely think it's a fair number, and I always like him around Riv. Minwoo Lee can see garnering some ownership, garnering some love this week after that runner-up. We had him a stroke away, and I think I might have the record for runner-ups this year. It hurts my soul, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Complain? Maybe. I'll complain all year. Whatever. But the final golfer that I wanted to really talk about and show you guys is Ryan Gerard, at 72-1 on DraftKings. I'm sure there's better numbers elsewhere, but Ryan Gerard is that guy who is a positional bomber plus. Like, maybe not positional bomber plus, positional bomber. He hits the ball long enough, hits the ball straight enough, and we know at a golf course like Riviera, you have to be green in this category. And he's been green in this category pretty much every single week since the fall at Black Desert. And we know he's got stern approach, stern middle irons, stern long irons. He's never played this event before, so I don't think he's going to be garnering a ton of ownership. I think he's a great top 10 bet. I think he's a great top 20 bet. and he's not scared to get in the mix at all. So Ryan Gerard is a golfer that I'm definitely high on this week, and I will be definitely getting some eyes on come Tuesday, come Monday. So let's look at some tools. Let's talk some shop and get out of here, guys. So yeah, we had the stone, and we talked about the stone in the Discord. It is a tool. It is a great tool. It's a tool to start your process. Between these projections, between the slate plans, you can get a ton of information and just ton of data to just start building your player pool and cash like these people. So these people in Discord are genuinely insane human beings. I mean that in the best way possible. They are so good at what they do, and they start here. They start by watching the stream just like you and watching the slate plan. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but these people know how to use the process. And I keep calling them like these people, like they're Martians or aliens. They might be, because they're so damn good at DFS. I see this damn flag fly in the DFS sites a damn lot. So join us, use that code that's on the screen right now. Boots, I'll drop it in the live chat once again, and cash with us, because it's special stuff what they got going on the Ship It site. And I know I'm new, but they've been doing it for a damn long time. There is so much information, so much data, and we make it so you can spend your money on the contests, not the content. For content, for boots on the ground, for Saber Sim, you're not getting this any cheaper. That we are the only site in the world that has boots on the ground information, optimizers, content, course fit rankings, value reports, slate plans, a Discord, the stone, and it's cheaper than everywhere else. It's not too late to join. We got a whole great season of golf, so use that code below, and let's do it. So let's talk about a golfer that I think could be a chalky man this week. He goes by the name of Patrick Cantlay, 33 years old, 6 foot, 190, hailing from Jupiter, Florida. Look at Patrick Cantlay, a sneaky backdoor top 14, the best approach week he's posted since East Lake. And look at this course history. Look at this damn course history. We're not going to talk about last year. That was at Torrey Pines. The year before that, T4. The year before that, T3. Did another T4 in 2018. He checks those boxes long enough off the tee. Great iron form coming in. He's got that spike, and he's got the course history. It makes so much sense. Can Patrick Cantlay win again? Colin Morikawa would just win. I do think he's going to be chalky, but I do think he makes a ton of sense, and that's why he is going to be probably chalky. So Patrick Cantlay is one guy that I think could garner some ownership. But if there's a pivot that I like down the board, he's not going to be priced near Patrick Cantlay, but he's not going to be talked about at all. That is Corey Connors. Corey Connors has kind of lost his forte. His forte is as driving it straight and iron play. Now, the driver's not all the way gone. He's still hitting fairways, driving it well enough. This iron play is gone. I don't care about the green. I mean, the short game. I really don't. At a golf course like this, fairway greens, 2 putts over 72 holes will get you inside the top 20. And I know you're going to need more than a top 20, but that's relative. I'm just saying regularly that will get him inside the top 20. There's only 72 guys in this field. He hits greens. He hits fairways. He can work his way towards the top 20. This approach is only due to go up. I do not see him having red approach for too much longer. Let's see the last time Corey Connors has lost strokes on approach in 3 straight events. Shout out Rick Rungood. Shout out Rick Gaiman, the greatest site out there. It truly is the greatest site out there. I'm going to keep scrolling. It might be a really long time. Corey Connors has not lost strokes on approach in 3 straight events since 2021. And one of them was in Scotland. I think he rights the ship. I think he gains strokes on approach and pairs it with that improving driver. It's green. It's not really improving, but it's improved from this approach, I guess. And I think he is a great pivot down the board for sure. So I'm not going to talk about the model today. I'm going to talk about the model tomorrow because I like to see the course first and then make a model. That will finish us with one guy that I'm playing, and it's going to be Sam Stevens. Sam Stevens, look at that beautiful picture. Huntington Bank, Wichita, Kansas, The dude just plays the Wichita Open on the KFT just because he feels like it. But look at this recent stats. He is long enough off the tee. He loves hitting fairways. And I talked to his caddy, and his caddy told me he loves golf courses where it demands you to hit the fairway. Like hitting the fairway gives you an advantage. And Riviera, that's definitely the case. He's got little experience here, and it wasn't the best strokes gained, but this incoming form is far better than we've seen in the past from Sam Stevens. So I'm not worried about the putter. I just need him to hit fairways and keep doing what he's doing on approach. He's going to be priced down low. We don't need him to win the golf tournament. I think he can pop for something good. So Sam Stevens is the one golfer that I am on. We will have boots on the ground tomorrow, Tuesday. I can't wait to lay down. Can't wait to talk to you guys more tomorrow. That does it, guys. That leaves us with, as always, the song of the day. The one song of the day, and a playlist is coming. And that song of the day is going to be Bruised Sky by Poppy. As always, let's ship it. Peace.